Being open and honest with yourself about your creativity starts with being present, being aware, not taking advantage of something that's on the inside of you that says, I gotta create. I mean, it's a monster. It's a 2-year-old child asking, why? It wants to do everything it humanly possibly can. But it's the outer shell that says, I don't have time for you. I got a job to do. I don't even, creativity is something I may do on the weekend. But that's not true. It happens every second you breathe. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity. Totally uncut because we all make mistakes. So turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Whew, it is cold this morning. I mean, one of those southern chills that gets inside of you and makes you go, I mean, it shivers you in the way of saying there's change on the way. And that change is going to hopefully give us a rebirth on the opposite side. But before we get to that rebirth, we got to shake some things off so your body shivers. And the question is, what are you shaking off? What's in your rooting system that needs to change so you can neutralize that energy and find a stronger ability in your character? But so many times people don't want to see this in themselves. What they want to do is they want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Mainly because nobody likes change. And number two, it would mean, hey, it's going to take a little bit of work to reach that point. And then you do answer that question, do I have the time for this? You make the time. You make the time. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. Awareness is my strength. It is my superpower. Being able to say, I get it. Whoa, let's write about this. The strangest things will hit the paper. Only because it's like, okay, I like that this has come into my life, but let's find out about it. Am I using the right words? Is this really what I think it is? Break it down, do some research, and find your place. And find out why it just crossed your path. This is The Daily Mess. Making my way into the birth of a brand new day. I am always grateful. Over and over again, I will say that. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Always willing to embrace newer lessons in this thing called life. Which is why I endlessly write. I'm taking notes to be used as tools. The value of gaining access to an experience. You can't buy personal growth on Amazon. You might find books and videos, but the physical activation of where you would like to be one day is going to require that inner core of the soul. And that soul is constantly moving forward. The best way to achieve the required moments is to recognize the tiniest of steps. One nail does not hold up the entire house. Having the willingness to grow beyond yesterday is knowing how important courage is when things aren't falling into the right place. Even while dreaming, most of us don't get what we want. Therefore, the imagination has to kick in. It has to readjust. And your heart is then welcomed back into the picture. When you dream, you still don't get what you want. Because how many times, be open and honest with me here, how many times in those dreams have you thought, wow, this is going great, and then all of a sudden you wake up because something wasn't right. It didn't feel right. And then you try to get back to the dream, which you can't do, but you can try because your imagination is going to say, hi, I can get you there, but you're going to have to trust me, and then you're going to end up laying there awake. Like I did this morning for 3 hours. I was trying to get back into the dream. I was trying to get back into what I felt needed to be rewritten because it didn't play out the way that I thought it was inside the dream. Making my way into the birth of a brand new day. I ask you, how often do you say, I'm grateful? I'm grateful for the dream because that dream put me in a place of, okay, we need to study this. This is something that's been handed to you. What are you going to do with it? But how often in your own personal life do you see and feel these dreams emotionally or disconnected and you go, it was just a stupid dream? What if that's where you're being spoken to? Or maybe something is teaching you to prepare for. We all dream, and we all don't get what we wanted to dream about. I'm Arroe, and that's The Daily Mess.